Hello and welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas. Today it's all about square metre gardening, and if I only had 1 square metre to garden in, what would I plant this time of year, summer, to harvest all the way through summer? I want lots of fruit out of this one bed. It's going to work really hard, and what we've done to start with, we put our bean stalks in, and these are just cut down tree, just so the sweet peas can climb all up them and we can pick throughout summer. So these will find their way up, and I've done the legwork to start out. The last one's going in. Now, to feed sweet peas, they do like a bit of liquid seaweed just to put that leafy growth on. When you see flowers, you can turn it to a high potassium feed, so a bit of tomato feed. Just keep them fed, keep them in well rotten manure or a good well drained soil, and they will look after themselves. They'll flower, the peas will form, and you're on to a winner. So that's at the back of a bed. Now we want a statement plant, and what we've gone for is a courgette again, or a zucchini if you're in America. This will spread out, but the peas are going up, the courgette's going to spread out, and it's going to give us loads and loads of delicious courgettes. Again, these are hungry plants, so I want to plant this towards the back. And that will spread out, do its own thing. So courgettes are in. The next thing I want at the back, again we're thinking height, and I need to get out and get this. It is, of course, tomatoes, and these are cherry tomatoes, and it's a dwarf tomato bush. It's only going to get around 50 centimeters high, but we can pick and pick and pick. South is that way, so it's south facing, it's in the sun all day long. It should do well, and we're going to put it here so the wind doesn't knock it around too much, and it's just going to be nice in this corner, easy to pick. So now with tomatoes, it's always a good idea to clear the bottom stems off the plant and bury it deeper. So come up an inch or so from the stem, bury the stem. That way roots will grow from the stem and you'll get a stronger base. More roots out of a base, the more nutrients it can bring up and the more fruit you're going to get. So let's put our cane again to support it. And we'll get that tied in just a little bit later. Now we have lots of spare ground, but don't panic. Next we're going for, next we'll go for the perfect companion to tomatoes, and this is a bit of basil. And if you had smell-o-vision, you would be saying, wow Glenn, that smells awesome. So let's get a bit of basil in there. Now this has been sat in my polytunnel cooking nicely, and it is insanely root bound. It just wants to go, so we break the roots up and we pop that down with the tomatoes. Now next up we have a good old favourite, and this looks really good in the garden. So if you're home gardening, try a bit of Bright Lights chard. This will just keep on going and going and going. I always grow this stuff. It is absolute doer, and the leaves taste a bit like spinach. So we're going to put it in the other corner. And again, that's going to get a big plant. Next up we want, and you know I sow lettuce all the time, so we've got plenty on the go, and once these are harvested, we'll put some more in. And I want 2 rows of lettuce. However, what I have on hand at a minute is 3 large lettuce. So we'll get these in, we'll get them cooking along nicely, and then we can harvest them and put the smaller ones around. Again, pretty root bound, but once it's in the ground, get some water on it, it will do fine. There we go, and these are Lollo Rosso red lettuce. If you get any watered leaves that have gone a bit manky, just pull them out, tidy it up a little bit, break the roots up yet again, let it find the nutrients. There we go. Do you think we're done? Not even close. Let me get some more things. Right, now in between the lettuce, we'll go with some spring onion, and I'll start mine in little pots or little trays, as you know if you follow the channel. And these will just bulk out very, very nicely. They're a wee bit delicate at the minute. But once they're watered in, they'll go upright and they'll just sit there nicely. And it's good to do spring onions in clumps, so you know actually where it is and where you planted it. There you go. And my conveyor belt of spring onions, I do a tray every month, so they will just keep on going and going. I'll harvest them, plant some more in. And again, as the lettuce comes out, more will go in. So it just keeps you busy, keeps you on your toes, and it just makes that produce continue all through the summer. Let's pop it in over here, shall we? Now, what's the last thing I'm putting in? It's a bit risky because it's a new bed and there are a few stones in here, but we want to try it. Let's put some carrots in. And again, I've done these in trays or cells. try and be really careful not to interrupt the roots. These are probably just a little bit young, but let's get them in there, get them established and get them growing up. One more set and I think we're done. Yeah, they are a bit fiddly. Right, there she goes, she went in. Now, what else could you put in here? Well, we've got some dwarf French beans. They would go absolutely perfect in here. They're all the way up the allotment, but we've got room in the side for the dwarf beans. We'll go and fetch them, we'll put her in, we'll water this up, and again, 1 square metre, this bed, we can pick and pick and pick our tomatoes and basil. Beautiful little lunch there. Our sweet peas, our chard, we've got our salads, our stir fries, and we've got our lettuce. What more do you want out of a square metre gardening? It's absolutely perfect. And by the way, top tip, if you've got an old swimming float, protect those knees if you're bending down a lot. You won't drown and you'll have decent knees. I hope you try this at home and we'll see you on the next video.